If you've tried to build income online and nothing stuck, you're starting in the wrong phase. It has nothing to do with your idea. It has everything to do with your sequence. I sold my AI company for millions of dollars at age 30, and I recently met a mom with a full-time job and 3 kids who built multiple income streams to $50,000 per month with no technical background, 0 prior experience in AI. If I wanted to become a millionaire in 2026, starting from 0, today I'll break down exactly what I'll do step by step. But first, hit like, hit subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a training. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the correct sequence to do things in. Most people start with the last step and then they wonder why nobody's buying, nobody's coming in. There are generally 3 steps that I'm going to talk about. Phase 1 is to earn money fast and get paid to learn. Phase 2 is all about building. I'm going to show you how you can run phase 1 and 2 essentially at the same time, and phase 3 is where you experiment with lots of different ways to make money, and finally pick one to go all in. We'll call phase 3 expanding. And again, you don't want to start here. You don't want to start with 5 different potential income streams, none of them generating money. You want to start with 1 income stream generating money, essentially paying you to learn AI in the process, and then figure out from there, what are you going to build and how are you going to expand? Most people jump straight to phase 3. This is why nothing is working, because you're trying to do 5 different things at once and you haven't done any of the foundational work. Now, in this video, I assume you have 0 technical background, 0 background in AI. You're new to this stuff, you're watching my content, but you have no idea where to start. I often recommend that people actually start with consulting. And there are a couple of reasons for this. Consulting teaches you very essential skills like how to do sales and marketing, how to interact with clients, how to set expectations, how to deliver what it is that you promised that you would. And most importantly, consulting is an amazing way to get fast cash where you are being paid to learn. This is really important because I found difference between many people who succeed in making money with AI versus everyone else is whether you remain a passive consumer of my content. Okay, the difference between an active versus passive person, an active person is taking my content and applying it in real world problems and getting paid for it. How much more productive would you be if you knew that you would get paid $3,000 next week if you just learned to do this one thing with AI? Most people would be 10 times more productive if they had that pressure, if they knew that learning this would be tied to a financial outcome. It will motivate you from being a passive consumer of content to someone actively learning, hands-on, learning stuff while you're building, trying out the content from the YouTube videos you watch, see what works, see what doesn't work. Well, where can you start with consulting? If you've already been working, you have a career, definitely start with your warm network, reach out to family, friends, past coworkers, past businesses that you've done business with. Okay, another place that I think is personally very underrated is Upwork. Business owners post jobs all the time on Upwork. What you want to do is look for specific problems that businesses want solved and then offer to do it for them. Okay, one example of this could be content automation. Another example of this could be AEO or SEO. And there are many, many more examples here. Now, you may be wondering, what if I don't know about any of this, Sabrina? How can I possibly apply to jobs on Upwork? Well, the good news is the bar is incredibly low on Upwork. Seriously, if you apply quickly in proper English and you sound like a human in your application process, you sound like you actually care about the business problem, you will immediately rise above all of the noise of other Upwork applicants. Okay, so for your first 5 clients, I recommend applying to at least 20 Upwork jobs in one niche. It could be content, it could be SEO, marketing, data, ops, admin automation, whatever you feel like doing. And when you get your first contract, that's when you're going to binge watch everything you possibly can on the topic. Let's say it's content automation. Now you're going to go to YouTube and learn everything you can about content automation so that you deliver. Now, I know for a lot of people, this sounds backwards. Why are you applying to jobs when you don't have expertise in it? But honestly, from a business owner perspective, I don't care about any of that. I just want someone who will get the job done and who communicates with me transparently and doesn't ghost me. That's actually like the biggest thing for a business owner, just finding someone who will communicate properly and be there. Okay, so get a job on Upwork, and that is going to light a fire under your butt to actually learn this stuff. Instead of passively consuming, you're going to be watching the YouTube video, following along, building stuff, breaking stuff, figuring out what works, figuring out what doesn't work. And the most beautiful part about this is that you get paid to learn, because it's really stressful when you're learning all of this AI content, but you're not bringing in any money. So what if you could get paid to learn? That is what consulting is. And this is why I recommend it for a lot of people who are just starting out. It doesn't matter how much you get paid. You're just going to be so much more productive as a learner because you know that money is tied to you learning this or not. And even if a project doesn't go well, by the way, let's talk about the worst case scenario. Let's talk about you really couldn't deliver on this project. What do? You just tell the client, look, I failed to deliver. I got in way over my head. I'm sorry about that. You don't have to pay me anything. That's it. Move on. Most business owners are like really happy actually with that level of transparency instead of you just ghosting them, or instead of you trying to deliver subpar work and get paid a premium price for it despite the mismatch. So this is beautiful because clients pay to learn, and you can leave every project with real feedback and a case study. Now, step 2, what I would do is build a personal brand. We're going to take all of that experience that we're getting real time with consulting, and we're going to make content out of it. So consulting brings in money a lot faster. Okay, a personal brand, it takes time to build this, and then it starts bringing in money. But the difference is a personal brand can compound exponentially over a very long period of time, whereas consulting doesn't. And all I mean by building a personal brand is taking what you're doing in consulting, what you're learning in the consulting process, and making content out of it. Literally post it on social media. Things that you've learned, things that you are struggling with, your biggest challenges, different tools that you like that are really helping you, things that you've delivered for clients. You can take what is generalizable usually and offer that in your video. Take the general things you've learned from your clients and build a repeatable framework that you can teach on social media, and make sure you're publishing at least one piece of content per day. Consistency over a long period of time beats frequency, because content has an unlimited shelf life. So if this axis is time, this axis is views or reach, it can compound over time. Guys, I have videos from 1 year ago that people are still watching. They're still reaching out to me because they're watching. Now, the key here is that you're taking everything you're learning and doing while consulting, while doing real world AI work, applying your AI learning to real situations that drive revenue or save time. And then you're going to make content out of it on a regular basis in order to build your brand. Okay, now once you've built a personal brand, this is where it gets really interesting. There are many, many different paths to monetization. I'm just going to talk about 3 today, but you can kind of think of it like a fork in the road. You're going to be able to grow and expand. Path number 1 is paid sponsorships with other AI companies. Basically, AI startups are flush with capital, and they will throw money at any AI influencer willing to promote their products. Okay, so that's all I mean by sponsorships. You build a personal brand, and then hey, let's say you like tools A, B, and C. You can reach out to those companies, or oftentimes they will reach out to you and they'll be like, hey, can you make me a video for $3,000 on this topic? Can you make me an Instagram reel for $1,200 showing our tool? If you have a lot of followers, you can charge, even for a YouTube video, $15,000. You know, the prices are all over the place. It really depends on how big your following count is, your average views, the tool itself, the company, how much they're willing to pay, etc. Now, path number 2, you could build a paid community. I generally like paid communities because of the recurring revenue model. Okay, this means that people pay you every single month, so you don't have to chase down 100 new people to pay you this month. And if you do the math, so let's say your community charges $50 per month, which by the way is on the lower end of paid AI communities, this price point, and you have 200 people in your community, well, this is already $10,000 per month recurring. For most people, this already replaces your full-time income. All you have to do is get 200 people in the world out of the many, many millions of people trying to learn AI right now. Get 200 and provide a really curated, tailored experience in a niche community. Okay, so that's option number number 2. And then option number 3, what I personally have done, I vibe coded a product. Now, I don't recommend option number 3 if you're totally non-technical, have no interest in building products. It's actually hard to build a very good product, but the benefit of having a personal brand first is that you can typically bootstrap the first 0 to 20,000 in monthly recurring revenue very, very quickly. And then you use that flow of customers as your flywheel to keep improving the product. In Y Combinator terms, they say to build the product you should have built in the first place. That's the beauty of having an audience. You constantly have a stream of people to give you the feedback you need to make your product better. I just want to recap this quick before moving on to the next one, right? We talked about the right sequence. First, earn and get paid while you're learning AI. That's the beauty of consulting. Apply to a bunch of jobs. If you get one that is related to content automation, great. You're going to binge watch all of my videos related to content automation and deliver your best possible work in this consulting engagement. You get fast cash. You get experience with fundamental business skills like sales and marketing, setting expectations with clients, fulfillment and delivery. And most importantly, you get paid to learn AI. Okay. And you can do this on Upwork. You can start with your warm network, etc. Then you're going to leverage your experience consulting into building a personal brand, because now instead of just randomly talking about AI topics, which you have no experience in, you can talk about your experience doing consulting and introducing businesses to AI. Like, this worked well, this didn't work well, these were the tools we used for this use case, etc. Once you've built a personal brand, there are many, many ways to monetize it. I've only listed 3 here: brand sponsorships, a paid community, or a vibe coded product with also recurring revenue, which is another beauty of it. And what I usually see and what I recommend is experimenting with a bunch of monetization paths earlier on, not because you're going to try to do 5 at the same time, but because you may end up liking number 2 more than number 1. Many creators start here because they get excited when their first brand reaches out, but then they realize, I don't really want to spam my audience, or it's a lot of pressure trying to make videos for these brands. Maybe you actually just like number 2. Or if you're like me, I'm introverted. I don't really like people or know how to talk to people. So I just do number 3. I just sit in a cave alone and do this one. So depending on what you like, I recommend just trying a bunch of these different flavors. But at the end of the day, you do have to pick one. Yes, you can still make a lot of money trying to diversify with multiple income streams, but you will be able to make far more money if you just decide to focus on one of these things. I personally decided to do vibe coding as a product, so you can determine whether it's right for you. So number 1, I am actually introverted, like I said. So the idea of doing something where I don't have to hard sell people or interact with a lot of people, that appeals to me. Whereas consulting involves a lot of customer engagement, right? You have to talk to clients, potential clients, you need to close them, set expectations, they're going to want daily updates. I personally am really, really happy because I have fewer than 3 meetings per week. This is my happy spot, okay? I know that about myself. In addition, vibe coded products are recurring revenue. So a SaaS product, for example, let's say I charge $29 per month for my SaaS product. And as long as I keep most users relatively happy, they pay again next month. So it's recurring revenue. The third reason is for enterprise value. So what this means is that if you build a vibe coded product up to, let's say, 1 million in annual recurring revenue, you can reasonably find another company to buy your company for anywhere from 5 to 20x revenue multiple. So we're talking about 1 to 20 million in acquisition price or enterprise value. So for me personally, vibe coding as the path was the one that fit me the best. It's what I have my background in. I sold a previous tech company. I'm introverted. I don't want any meetings. And the enterprise value is really, really awesome if you can get a vibe coded product off the ground. The hardest part of vibe coding is actually that first 0 to 10,000 per month. But if you followed my playbook and built a personal brand first, then you will absolutely crush that 0 to 10,000 per month. That typically is the hardest hardest part of building a SaaS startup, you will get through that very, very quickly compared to trying to do it without access to a brand or without knowing how to get attention on social media. So to recap everything we've talked about, you probably failed not because of your particular idea. Many ideas can work, okay? But what's important, what everybody misses or they do wrong is the sequence of things. Remember, the sequence is first we're going to earn while we learn. We want to get paid to learn AI. Not only is it going to help us learn AI better by taking these YouTube tutorials and like trying to actually apply them in real world scenarios people would pay for, but you will sustain your motivation over a longer period of time if you are getting paid to learn this stuff, okay? Through consulting, I think is the best way to do this. And then phase 2 is building your personal brand. I know a lot of people don't want to do this, but if you asked me specifically, how would I become a millionaire in 2026? I would absolutely not skip this step because this step makes every other step after it, whatever I choose to monetize, this step makes it much easier. Okay. And step 3, like we talked about, is to expand by looking at different monetization options. Now, I only listed 3. There's at least 10 more ways to monetize once you've built a brand or monetize generally in AI, but building a brand makes 3 really, really easy. Now, once you've tried a lot of different things and you have a much better sense of this is right for me, this is not right for me, then what you want to do is kill everything else and just focus on one. People ask me all the time, why don't I do courses and communities and sponsorships and all this other stuff I could be doing that would easily add like another $100,000 to $200,000 per month, okay, to my income. But at the end of the day, I just want to focus on one and growing one and scaling one. It not only simplifies like my life and less headache, but there's a lot of opportunity to just grow one. And you kind of get you get the benefits of compounding because you're so deep in one area. You build a reputation in that one area, and over a long enough period of time, all of those gains compound. So again, this is awesome, but don't stay here. After a period of time, make a decision to double down on one. And again, most people fail because they skip to this step. They think, oh, I'm just going to try all these different things, but I don't have access to a brand or an audience to be able to sell this stuff. So don't do this. Start learning, okay? Getting paid to learn. Build your brand by sharing what you learned, and then play with different monetization options and double down on one. If you enjoyed this video, hit like, hit subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next training.